What's up guys, it's Cigar Carpenter Mike, and today I am doing the final summary video for my Andalusian Bull shootout, the Should You Age Your Andalusian Bull series. I smoked 3 different regular Andalusian Bulls, one that was less than a year old, one that was 2 years old, and one that was 4 years old. And then I smoked the Jack Schwartz 100th anniversary and the LFD Golden Bull NFT. So I have those individual reviews. I will have a playlist down here with all those reviews on it. But I got them all ranked, and so just like all my other summary videos for these shootouts, I'll throw it over my shoulder here as I say it. So in last place, should be 5th place, would be that 4-year aged 2021 Andalusian Bull. It had just lost too much flavor, or it didn't have enough flavor to begin with. It was definitely stored well. Peter bought it originally. Peter of the Cigar Collective, co-host on the lead host on Cigars Unbanded, our Thursday night live stream. He had that thing for a couple years, and then he sent it to me, and I had it for a couple years. So I know it was stored well, right? So maybe the 2021 crop just wasn't that great. So I don't know if it was a function of or a factor or whatever of if the 4 years of age had just made it get too mild, or the crop year kind of sucked, because that Jack Schwartz Bull, which is obviously higher on the list than this because this one's last place, was much better and was also a 2021. So, but the Jack Schwartz is a Toro, probably a slightly tweaked blend, even more than just the simple shape change. But I don't know. I will have to try and find a 2020 or before and do like a follow-up review at some point, and see if maybe 2021 just wasn't a great year for the regular Andalusian Bull. I don't know, but again, the review for that's going to be in the playlist down here. Like that one was just, it was too mild. It was still a decent cigar, but I wouldn't be aging the shit out of 2021s to hold on to. So in 4th place then would be the Golden Bull NFT. It has the same notes as the regular unaged Bull, but denser while still being smooth. It was a good cigar. I did enjoy it. Obviously more than that 4-year age 2021, but the price is just not justified for it. It's, some people are selling them for $200, which is just wild. You can find them for $70 though, which is still a lot. I'd say if you're a fan of the Andalusian Bull, it's worth getting one of those Goldens and trying it out. We're gonna end up smoking that on our Flamin' Fitties series on the Cigars Unbanded YouTube channel, where we smoke cigars that are between 50 and $100. And I'm gonna put this will be coming out after that, because I don't wanna ruin my opinion or ruin what I think about that for everybody on the live stream. But I'm not mad I have to smoke it again. It's enjoyable. I'm not mad I paid $70 for it again either. But if I weren't doing it for cigar related content a second time, I probably wouldn't have purchased one a second time. Wasn't mad about the first one though. It's too expensive, but it was quite good. It manages to condense those Andalusian Bull flavors while still being smooth. It just costs a lot of money for what it is. So that brings us to number 3. A fresh Andalusian Bull, sub 1 year aging. It's good. It's got all, the notes that all of these Andalusian Bulls have. But there's the woodiness in the hay is too in your face. A lot of the notes are a little too sharp. It's it hasn't quite balanced out yet. So I think, obviously the 2-year aged Bull ranks higher on this list because I haven't mentioned it yet. And I think it needs it. It's a good cigar, but smoking all these shootouts, the problem with these shootouts is it takes a bunch of cigars that are like good, because I get recommendations from people I respect on what to put into these shootouts, and it's all a bunch of good cigars, and then you're like nitpicking them to decide what order to rank them in. This is a little different because they were all Andalusian bulls, but same thing applies, right? This fresh bull as compared to like a 2-year aged bull, it just needs to settle down and balance. It's still enjoyable, but it could be more round. The peaks of some of the notes just need to settle down. But so that's why that's at number 3. And then at number 2, I have the 2-year aged bull. This one was 2023 because it's 2025 right now. It was just right. It was super smooth, but it retained a good density of flavor as compared to like the 4-year aged bull. The woody notes are toned down just right on that 2-year mark. The floral notes are less sharp and in your face, but they're more consistent throughout the cigar, and it's really good. The creaminess ramped up as compared to the fresh bull. But it retained more flavor than that 4-year aged. It still has plenty of those like nice waffle cone notes. And then the leathery notes that were present in the fresh one are like toned down a little bit, but they're also accompanied by this sweetness every time the leather comes into the profile on this 2-year aged bull. And it was really good. And compared to how long some people age some cigars, like 2 years isn't that bad to hold on to something. So I might have to swoop some next time I see it and just forget about them for 2 years. So that brings me to, unfortunately, number 1 in this series. Unfortunately, I say because they're basically all in private collections now, right? So it's that Jack Schwartz Bull. The only thing that this cigar was missing that the 2-year aged had was a lot of those waffle cone and graham cracker notes. With the 2-year aged bull, it had those waffle cone / graham cracker note through the entirety of the cigar. The Jack Schwartz Bull, it was missing it in the first and second thirds. It had it on the final third, but what it was replaced by in the first and second thirds was like a distinct marshmallow sweetness and like this non-tart lime note. At one point during that review, and again, it'll be at the bottom at the end of this video, I had to go in and like tuck my kids in, and I came back out and my garage smelled like marshmallows. I don't know how they get that sweetness in there. This is a 2021, right? So it's the same age as that one that tasted aged out. So the blend must be, they're doing something different within the blend, and not just the fact that they changed it from a Solomon, Goofy, whatever the heck it's called, down to a Toro. But yeah, that marshmallow sweetness and that non-tart, like lime-like note was super interesting. Otherwise, it had most of the other notes. It had that like cedar or hay, but it was always very smooth. The cashews that are present on most of these bulls, in this Jack Schwartz, they had like a nice toastiness to it, which added another layer of complexity to it. And just overall, it's a really delicious cigar. Unfortunately, really only in private collections at this point. It would be really cool if Jack Schwartz released that again, but they may not, probably won't, I guess. So I guess in summary, if you can find somebody willing to let one of those Jack Schwartz loose, get one, right? Otherwise, from what I know so far based off of this series, like 2 years is a good amount of time to age a bull. That gets it into a good slot. I know Cigar Hound Dog said that like he had a 5-year aged bull that was like the best one he had ever had. I think he said that was like a 2019 or something. So maybe that was a good crop year. I don't know. I've got to find a 2020 or 2019 or something to do a follow-up, an independent review. If I ever do that, I'll put it at the end of this playlist or something to put the final nail in the coffin on this series. But yeah, you don't need to, based on what I found here, you don't need to age the crap out of your bulls. Do they benefit from like 1 or 2 years? In my opinion, absolutely. But are they still good fresh? Yeah, but as always, don't pay the wild prices that people ask for these things. It's at most, if there's a little bit of a price hike, like a $20 cigar, it's really not that expensive compared to what people sell it for sometimes. So that's about all I got on this shootout. Have you had different ages of aging bulls before? What do you find to be your sweet spot? And if you're like, hey, it was a 6-year aged bull, what year was it from? Because crop years make a difference. It's a natural product, right? So that's about all I got. As always, don't forget to check out our Thursday night live stream, Cigars Unbent. That's a good time. Now in partnership with Small Batch. If you're not subscribed to my channel and you want to be to catch series like this and individual reviews, there's a button over here. I'll have some review over here, and I'll have the playlist for this series down here. Thanks for watching.